Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to create augmented reality face filters like Snapchat or Instagram in Expo React Native for iOS. So this unfortunately is only iOS specific video. Also the reason I'm not making it for Android because I don't have an Android device which supports augmented reality. That's why. And for iOS also you will need a real device, you can't test it on the simulator. So let's get started. So firstly we'll have to create a project, and for that you can go to this particular URL. You can select any of this project template. I will be using this blank TypeScript template because it gives TypeScript and it has very minimum boilerplate code. So for that I will just copy this particular command, go to your workspace directory and just paste it. So I have just pasted this particular command. So I'll just give it some app name as well. Then we need to create so suppose I'll just show you my project. So here is our project, right? So if you see, there is no iOS folder. To generate the iOS folder we will have to go to this particular URL. Okay, so if you go to this URL over here, you will have to first select iOS device, select development build, disable EES check. You can install Xcode as well as command line tools, and here you have to install Watchman as well. I have already installed Xcode and command line tools and Watchman, so I am not doing that again. Then we have to copy this particular command. So I'll just cd to my app which I have just created, and then I'll just paste this command. So this will install some other node module dependencies. Don't worry too much about it. Then what we will have to do is we'll have to run this particular command. So this will actually create the iOS folder for us. So let's wait for this command to finish. Okay, it's finished. Now I'll just paste this command. Now this will take little bit of time, so it is asking me for my bundle identifier. I will just add whatever bundle identifier you want. I'll just keep it as default, click enter, and it will create the iOS directory for us. This will take little bit of time because it has to do CocoaPod installation. Now just to show you, I have created one practice project as well. So this practice project, I will be copying a lot of code from this practice project, but before I show you guys the code, I want to show you one URL. Because we are creating face filters, right? So we need to have some kind of a 3D model. So suppose as soon as I open my camera, it should display some glasses or specs or goggles on the user's face. So you will have to create a 3D model which is in UHDZ format for that to appear, right? It can be anything. It can be a mustache, it can be a beard, it can be a hat, it can be a completely different face, but we need 3D model for it. Now I don't know how to create 3D models, so for that I have found one URL for you guys. So in case if you are just like me testing things out, you can just go to this particular URL. So I'm trying to find where exactly I have kept that URL. Just give me a second. So yeah, this is the URL. So here it has some sample resources. You can't use any 3D model, you have to use it in UHDZ format. There are a lot of online tools as well which convert any kind of a 3D model like GLTF, GLB, FBX, and I think there is one more to UHDZ model, OBJ I guess, to UHDZ, but I'm not going into that. I'm directly downloading a 3D model. Okay, so I will just open this. Okay, and here from this URL you can download this eyeball.uhdz, glasses.uhdz, mustache.uhdz, as well as this robot.uhdz, but you don't have to download it on your macOS. You will have to download this on your iPhone or an iPad. Now the problem is there is one software which helps us to create this face filters. The software is called Reality Composer. It is from Apple itself. It is not a third party software. It is from Apple. It is completely free. Now previously, like 1 or 2 years back, that software was available on macOS as well. So if you watch my last year's video on face filter which I did for React Native, Flutter, native iOS, I was using Reality Composer which was available on macOS as well, but unfortunately they have removed Reality Composer for macOS. It is not now available, only on iPadOS as well as iPhone OS, iPad and iPhone, and instead on macOS they are providing something called Reality Composer Pro. Now I don't know, like I have tried checking in Reality Composer Pro, I did not find that face filter option, but that's why we now what you will have to do is, first you can download any of this USDZ model which you want to use on your iPad or iPhone, or download it on a Mac and then transfer it to iPad and iPhone. And then now I will just mirror my iPad device to show you how to create a face filter. So we will have to create a project in Reality Composer, and then once the project is created, we will export it and bring it back to macOS. So let me mirror my iPad. Okay, so here is my iPad mirroring. Now before I show you my iPad mirroring, there is also, once our CocoaPod installation is done, it is asking me to select a real device to run our application. I don't want to run our application now because we haven't written any code. I'll just do Control-C. And yeah, also one more thing before I show you the iPad setup, is you will have to go to this URL as well. We have to create a native module to write all the native codes. So for that we just have to copy this particular command, okay, and just paste it over here. Now again it will ask me for our module name and all that stuff. I will keep everything as default and just press enter. Okay, let it do its own thing. Also for this module which we have created, in that we will write all the native code, but for this also we have to do CocoaPod installation. So the easiest way to do that is by this particular command. So just copy this, okay, and paste it over here. So once this, again this will, okay, sorry, I'll just do it again. So this will again do the CocoaPod installation for me. So again this will take little bit of time, so ignore it. In the meantime I'll just copy this URL. Okay, ignore the code for now. I'll like explain you guys the code later. So here I'll just copy this URL for my future reference. Okay, now I will come back to my iPad. So here as you can see, I have already installed Reality Composer. So if you don't have it, you can just go to your App Store. Where is App Store? Okay, I'll just search inside the app library. Here is our App Store, and here inside that just go to the search bar icon and you can just search for Reality Composer. Again, like I told you, Reality Composer is from Apple, so we are not installing any random third-party app. It is from Apple, so here you can just install this Reality Composer app. Okay, once that is installed, so it is already installed for me, I'll just open it. And here you can see I don't have any projects, but like I told you, I have already downloaded those 3D models which I have shown you, the GitHub repo. So here you can see I have already downloaded those 3D models which I will be using inside my project. You can use any one of them, not necessary you have to use all. So select whatever you feel like. Okay, then again, sorry, we'll go back to Reality Composer. I'll click on this plus button at the top. Okay, so it has created a project for us. Next thing is which you have to do is, inside this type anchor which you see, just scroll and select face. Okay, and here instead of scene you will have to write some different name. I will write the name as face. Okay, then I'll just close it. Then here you can see, if I just show you guys this, zoom in, here you can see there is one cube on or a face. I don't want this cube. I'll just select it, long press on it. Hopefully I should be able to delete it. So yeah, long press on it and click on delete. I don't want that. Now again I'll click on the plus button at the top. Inside imported, click on plus, and here you can see you can select whatever option you want. I'll select the first one, the robot skull .usdz. Okay, and I'll click on open. I'll select this now, and here you can see it has placed it at the side, but I will move it, and also the rotation is wrong for this, so I can rotate it as well. Like I'm not really good at this sorry about that, but I don't know how should I rotate. Like even I am figuring out with you guys. Yeah, here you can see I'm able to rotate it. So I was able to rotate it. Now I need to rotate it this way as well. Okay, no, it is scaling it for me. There must be a rotate option. Is this the rotate option? No, like even I don't know, like, oh yeah, so I think I can rotate it like this. Oh no, not like this. I don't know how it is rotating. but you are getting my point, right? You just have to place this over your face where you want it to be. Okay, I need to rotate it. If this is too boring for you, you can fast forward the video. Okay, I'm just trying to get it done. Because even I am not sure how to rotate this. Okay, is there a transform? Yeah, there is a transform one. So what exactly I want to do is maybe, oh shit, I'll just select this, rotate it by 90, I guess. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm just trying few things out. Okay, no, I can't rotate it by 90. Let's keep this as 0. Maybe I should not use this at all. You can play around with this rotation value. I'm not really good at this. As you can see, I'm really struggling with this. What I'll do is I'll just delete this. This is way beyond me. Like I don't want to waste your time. So what I can do is I will just take some different 3D model. Okay, I'll just try to import the same one again. Let's see. Okay, just need to rotate this somehow on the, I think on the Z axis, right? Let's go over here. Maybe on the Z axis I need to rotate. Sorry, not just 90. Okay, where did it go? I think I did the wrong thing. Anyways, guys, I don't want to take too much of your time. What I'll do is I'll just delete this. I don't want this. This is too difficult for me. Okay, hopefully you got the point. I'll just click on this plus button again. I'll select some different 3D model. Maybe the glasses one looks okay to me, simple to me. Okay, so the glasses one is easy. So here you can see it is placed at the wrong position. You just have to drag and drop the glasses. Make sure it is at the top of your face. Okay, I'll just move it outside a little. Oh yeah, this looks okay to me. Yeah, I'll just have to move it there, this side as well. Okay, I'll just click on it, just move a little bit this side, little that side. Again, you can just edit this value as well on the position axis. It's up to you, and if you want you can move it. Yeah, this looks fine to me. I'll click on the plus button again, click on plus. I'll include the mustache as well. Click open, select this, and here is our mustache. Oh shit. Okay, just move it. Shit. Yeah, I'm really struggling here. Okay, I'll just delete this got messed up because of that mustache thing. I'll just add the mustache. I'll just place it here. Okay, and I just have to move it at the top. Okay, this looks okay. I'm not worried too much about where exactly it is positioned. Okay, so I'll just move it here as well. I'll click on the plus, I'll add the goggles. Okay, I'll select my goggles and I'll just place it here. Again we have to just move it forward, so I'll just take this, move it forward. Yeah, this looks okay to me. Again it will look little bit weird, but yeah, this is fine. Next I'll click on this plus, and I think there was one more thing, right? This robot jaw. Select this and I'll just add it over here. I'll just scale it down a little. Not able to scale it. Yeah, this is the problem with this kind of tools, like very difficult to control them. Anyways, yeah, this looks fine to me. Okay, so now I will just click on export. So just click on this and click on export, and you can export it however you feel like. I'll just save it to files and then I will move it to my macOS. So I'll just save it on my iPad. I'll click on save, and if you see, I'll just show you my files app as well. Files, here you can see this new project.reality file has been created. This you want to move it to macOS. So however you feel like, use Google Drive or WhatsApp or Gmail or AirDrop, however you feel like, just move this particular file to macOS. I will move it and come back. Sorry guys, there is one more thing which I forgot to tell you is, if you remember when we created the project, and at the very start we gave it some name. So if I come over here, you can see at the very top over here we have given it name as face. If you have given it some different name, do remember this name, because we'll need to use this name whatever you have given for your scene inside our code as well. So that's the important part. Okay, so I have imported the project which we created on our iPad on macOS. So this is the project. I will name it as experience. Again, the naming is important. You can name it whatever you feel like, but whatever you name it over here, same name you will have to use it inside your code as well. So I'll just name it as experience.reality. Then I will go to my app. I'll go to iOS. I will open the XE workspace, double click to open it inside Xcode. In the meantime, I will go back to my project inside VS Code. Then, like I told you, I have created a sample project as well, right? So from that I will copy some code and I will explain it to you. So firstly, we have to, like, if you remember, the module name which I have created is my module, right? So if you see over here, the name is my module. So, and inside that there is a module view which is automatically created by Expo. So we just have to import it inside our app.tsx, and to use it I can use it like this. Okay, so I'll just close this and I can use this. Now the width and height I can get it from the use Windows dimension hook. So I will just write that width comma height equal to use Windows dimension. Okay, and now even then it is giving me an error for this particular style. I will remove this text element, I don't need this. For that you will have to go to your modules, go to index.ts, not index.ts, sorry, src my modules.types.ts. so you have to go to this file. It is by default it has a prop called name. I don't really require this name prop. I'll just comment this out. Then we require this view props, so I'll just add this and ampersand view props. Okay, and here you can see this is our view props which I have added. Now if you go to app.tsx, that error is gone. Next we have to open this my module view.tsx. No, not sorry, this one. Go to iOS, go to my module.swift file. Firstly, as you can see, it has this prop name which we are not really using. I'll just comment this out, my module.swift. Okay, then go to my module view.swift. Firstly you will have to, again I'll go back to my practice project, iOS my module view.swift. I'll just open it over here and I'll copy everything and then I'll explain it to you. So I'll just copy everything. So firstly we are importing UIKit, RealityKit as well as ARKit. To display an AR view, all we have to do is we have to use an AR view, and we want to do face tracking. That's why we are using this configuration and running this AR view with that particular configuration and returning our AR view. Then inside the init method we add our sub view as AR view. Then here we are passing this reality file URL. So if you remember, the name of our file was experience.reality. We have not yet added that inside our project. We'll add that, but my name was experience.reality. That's what I'm using it over here, and this is the reality file extension. Okay, then this should be the name. If you remember, I have given it as face, right? So that's why I'm using face over here as well. Whatever name you have given to your scene, use that. Then what I have done is, so here we have given the name as face. Now if you remember, we were using 3 different UHDZ model, right? One for glasses, one for the mustache, and one for the robot jaw. So in case if you forgot, I will quickly show it to you once more. Sorry, I'll have to go over here. So here you can see that we had used this robot skull, not robot skull, sorry, I have used this robot jaw, I have used this mustache as well as this glasses, right? If you are using robot skull, then you also need to add robot skull inside your code. So here you can see for glasses, I have created those classes at the bottom, which I will show you shortly. But given that I'm using the glasses UHDZ model, I have to create a method for that, initialize it, add it to return it, and then here that's why we are adding it to our where did it go, to our scene, arview.scene. Okay, and here this glasses.self, yeah, this I think is fine. I'm not really sure why, like, even though I'm using this over here, this seems to work for me. In case if you are confused, that's fine, ignore it for now. So here we are using like basically we are loading the entire experience.reality file. This is the entire parent view name which I have shown you as face. Then here we create it for glasses, then here we create it for mustache, and here we create it for robot jaw. So these were the 3 UHDZ model which I was using. That's why I have created these 3 methods, and we also need to override this layout sub view, so that whatever style which we have given inside our React Native view, our React Native side, that matches, or that thing is applied on our AR view scene as well. So that's why. And then we have to create classes for all the 3D model we are using. So here is for glasses, here is for robot jaw, and here is for mustache. The only thing which you have to be careful is whatever name is present over here. So it is glasses.UHDZ, right? So I have to write glasses over here. Similarly for robot jaw, I have to write robot jaw over here, and similarly for mustache, I have to write mustache over here. Okay, the last thing which you guys have to do is you will have to go to the main iOS folder, go to my app over here, and here you will have to go to info.plist, and then scroll down at the very bottom, and then here you will have to add this NS camera usage description permission and give it some reason why exactly you are using it. So hopefully you got the point. So add this, and I'll quickly show you guys this as well, in case if you are confused. So this is all the code which we have. In case if you are confused, you can just pause the video wherever you feel like and just copy paste all the things which you have. So given that I have used 3 UHDZ model for our face filter, that's why we have created 3 classes, and this name is very important. Whatever is the name, original name of your UHDZ file, you will have to use that particular thing. Now I will just quickly show you guys the output. I'll quickly open my app, and if I mirror my device, here you can see the output. So yeah, that's it. That's how you can achieve face filter for your app. Thank you for watching. Bye.